Hey everybody, it's me Marquita, and I am coming here to do a review on Emergence. The girls are asleep, so I went downstairs and watched the show. And tonight's episode was so good. Tonight's episode was about, it started out, I don't even remember the beginning. Okay, it started out at breakfast, that the daughter, Mia, was getting ready for school, and Piper was sitting at the table, and she was no, you know what? No, it started out with the policewoman laying in bed, and she got up and she checked on her daughter, and then she checked on Piper. Her daughter was asleep, and then Piper was just like laying there looking out the window. And then the policewoman went back and laid in bed. Then Piper came and was like, there's somebody outside. So the policewoman cuts on the light and goes outside. It's like, are you serious? If somebody says that somebody's outside and you cut on the light, they're going to see that you have a gun before you can see them standing in the middle of the yard. So of course she didn't see anything, and she didn't see anything, so then she went in the house, and of course the whole house was up. So then then Mia's like, well, I'm sleeping in there with Piper, because she's scared, but really Mia was scared. So then Mia, so it's like the next day, and Mia is getting ready for school. Piper sitting at the breakfast table, and she's just sitting there, and the police, and then Mia's sitting there waiting for her daddy to come and get her. She's getting ready, yelling downstairs, have you seen this? Have you seen this? Have you seen this? So then her mama's like, no. And the daddy comes in and is like, come on, Mia, are you going to be late? And then about that time, when the daddy walks in, the security guard, or the police partner is standing. He's there with surveillance cameras and all that, because he came over to install them. And then when so the daddy seen that, he asked what happened, and then that's when the policewoman was like, we had a little bit of excitement last night, but we're fine. And then the policewoman's like, well, why don't you go get dressed, to Piper. Huh? Okay. So then the policewoman tells Piper to go get dressed. Piper goes upstairs, but she overhears them talking about her. And basically they're saying, you're taking your sweet little time. You don't have to be quiet. And, so she overhears them talking about her. And I guess it's like the screws are starting to unscrew from the wall. I'm guessing that's what happens. Sorry. Then, the policewoman is telling is telling Piper that the doctor's gonna come over and test her memory. Well, the policewoman gets a lead about the wreckage and all that. And so she then goes and checks that out and runs into the reporter dude. And the reporter dude is there because he's like, well, if somebody's gonna clean up wreckage, he, like, that man would be the man, to clean it up. So that's why he was over there. And so he was asking questions and all that. And then the one wreckage dude kept like a radio. And the radio works when it comes in contact with electronics. And it, like, you can't touch it or you'll get shocked. It's weird. So that was really weird. Oh, and like I said, when the woman went out there, this is like still at the beginning. When the woman went out there to check her yard, she didn't see anything. But it really was somebody out there. He was just standing in the shadows. So while the policewoman is over there checking out the radio or checking out the wreckage, her deputy is putting up surveillance cameras and all that, and the guy comes up to the deputy and basically just asking questions and stuff like that. And he then come in. Okay, so I'm gonna say this right now because it literally, me seeing the whole show, it don't make sense because it's like, okay, why didn't he attack the deputy? I mean, it's very important. The deputy didn't get attacked. He was in contact with the man. The man knew that he wasn't the owner of the house. Literally just little morsels of things. Why didn't the deputy get attacked? Because you see this man cleaning up loose ends. And this man knows that he knows about the girl. So, you know about the girl. We're going to have to clean up loose ends. You are now a loose end. And he didn't get cleaned up. At the city morgue, remember I told y'all last week about the SUV that crashed and the people that died. Well, that same man put something in that man and that woman's mouth and like now their body was just like literally chum, like bloody chum. Like there's nothing to autopsy because it's bloody chum. It's nothing left of them. He was looking for the key. And he was looking for the girl. And he was looking for the SUV. Like he was coming literally to clean up loose ends. But why? And it's another thing later on. Hopefully I get back to it. About the deputy and the savage guy on the boat. If I don't, then y'all can ask me about it. If I don't get back to it. And so I'm curious to why the deputy didn't get cleaned up. Because he would have been a loose end. But anyways, the little girl, she sees the guy, she runs in the thing, she gets scared, and like the dude sees her, and all of a sudden she just, he's like, shh, and so she starts screaming, and when she screams, she, like all the lights break, the light bulbs, but the reporter guy before this calls the because the policewoman goes to the hospital, and that's when she's down there with the coroner so that he can do the autopsy. And he was out sick because his son sneezed in his mouth and gave him the flu. But when they walked in, it was like it smelled awful, and that's when they found the bloody chum. But yeah, so while she was there, that's when she got that call, and that's when the reporter guy said that his hotel room was broken into. Wasn't or only one thing was missing, and that was the key. And he asked her, well, where's her key? And she's like, at my house. So that's when she was rushing back. About time she got to her house, because she called her dad, which he was in the garage. Piper was in her room, and so then about time she got there, she gets there right as like that man finds Piper. And so Piper, so she's running up on the porch. They hear Piper scream. The granddaddy picks up something. He runs in from the garage. The policewoman is standing on the porch, and she runs into her house. And then they find Piper in the laundry room, but the man jumps out the window. And she, of course, made stuff move with her mind, and and all that. I'm trying to think of what happened. Oh, she told her little deputy guy, she's like, well, the coroner had, the bodies, and she, in the card, and all that, and she's like, I think I know where he's heading. And they went to the city pound, and at the city pound is where that SUV was. And so that's where they was. Well, when she went there, it was like it had a strong magnetic charge where stuff like metal was just sticking to it and stuff was just like floating. And so the deputy guy was like, oh, he's here. And that's when the guy was coming there to take the SUV, but the policewoman stopped them, and of course they're tussling, they're fighting. He tries to shoot her, and the bullet, like he shoots the bullet, well, it sticks to the car, and then the policewoman was gonna try to shoot him, but he elbowed her, and he tries to take the gun, but it's too strong. He can't get it off the car, so he attacks the deputy guy, and so he's about to shoot the deputy guy, but then the policewoman was like, "Hey!" Like, and he looks up. The bad guy looks up, and the deputy, man, the policewoman has a sledgehammer, and she lets it go, and it hits you in the face. But yeah, so that was like really funny. I thought it killed him, but it didn't kill him. Spoiler, sorry, it didn't kill him. She then goes home and she tells Piper that that guy's not gonna bother her anymore, and so it's crazy. So with all that, I didn't say. After that man jumps out the window, the daughter comes home, Mia. She comes home, and she immediately runs and, oh my gosh, Piper, are you okay? I'm sorry I left you. And then that's when Mia's daddy's like, okay, well, I'm staying here. I'm sleeping on the couch. So yeah, that's happening. And and so she's like, oh, well, you don't have to. And he's like, I'm staying here because everybody I love is in this house, and so yeah, I'm staying here. So yeah, I forgot about that part. So after she hits dude in the face with the crowbar, the policewoman and Piper has a conversation, and Piper tells her, when I get scared, things move, and she tells her about the stuff moving in the laundry room and how the lights broke, when she screamed and stuff like that. And the policewoman was like, they're after you because you're special. And she's like, I don't want to be special. And she, it's okay. And so then she talks to the reporter guy, and she tells him, okay, well, they're not going to stop coming, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to flush them out or something like that. And she put in the newspaper that local sheriff is fostering an orphan girl, and she's basically flushing them out. And you see the the salvage guy and the deputy on a boat, and they're dropping the SUV in the middle of the ocean. My thought with that is, how did the salvage guy touch the radio? And out of everything, why did he keep that? Out of everything, why did he keep that radio? The deputy guy, like I said, I'm side-eyeing him since he didn't get attacked from that one guy. That was obviously there to clean up all loose ends. And where did the deputy guy go when that one bad guy got there? I mean, these are questions that I need to know. They need to call me. They need to tell me this is what happened. Because obviously I missed something. I don't know if it was recording, but he had the man's face on camera. Oh, I told you the guy didn't die. He's in the hospital. But like I said, the salvage guy, he dumped the plane in the middle of the ocean. And he's dumping the SUV in the middle of the ocean. But as they're going out, you see the boat rocking because the boat is metal. And that SUV is basically metal. You know, it has that magnetic force in it. So the spoilers for next week is very good. I don't know if it's going to answer any of the questions that I have in these episodes. My thought is, and this is just my theory, not knowing anything, I'm thinking the deputy, the salvage guy, and the reporter are working with Area 51 people. And here's my reason for saying that. They have to have somebody on the inside so they know how much you know. And, you know, how to curve it. They have to have somebody salvaging the stuff so it can get destroyed. So the deputy is somebody on the inside that can cancel all of the paperwork from the legal point. The salvage guy is to destroy all the evidence of anything that you find. The reporter guy is to bury the story so that the public will not know. That's my theory. What do y'all think? It literally popped in my head just now. It might not be, but to me, that's how it looks like it is. Because it's like something's not adding up, but they're trying, I don't know if the way that they're trying to go is right with Piper. But like, is she is or is she ain't evil? I don't know. I don't know. And but that's my theory on them three men. One is a police, one is a savage, one is a reporter. To cancel it, it all ends. Y'all tell me, what do y'all think? Alright. Hopefully y'all like this review. Y'all have a blessed day.